shortly.
We'll be back. This is going to take a minute. Just religious stuff. Don't begrudge me.
I think it would be best if Haka and myself went with him.
Do you want Zool with you as the paladin, or you want me to stay with the others?
Now we got this. The paladin can stay with the guards.
We'll make this a scouting mission.
As I'll say,
I'd like to note that he is heading the direction of the town.
Okay, Zool, you may want to come with. I have the sneaking suspicion things could go bad.
I have the sneaking suspicion we'll be fine.
Thank you.
Cater cousins throweth not cater cousins.
The fuck did you just say?
Basically, it means friends don't throw friends. Basically denying he's friends with them.
Peter, do you want the horse to go with you?
Shit. I whistle for my horse. I get on my horse.
Horse!
That's my horse.
Oh, that's my uncle.
How the hell do I move them as one?
How would I be able to...
You can't. You gotta move him in a minute.
Oh.
What's up?
How do I make it so you can access my sheet?
Under edit, there should be an option for that.
Edit or that thing next to my character's name?
At the top of the wait, what? Next to your character's name?
Yeah, there's those two rectangles next to my name.
One moment.
Okay, guys, I'm going to describe every gamer in a second. Saves rare items for the most dire situations. Gets through the whole game without using any of them.
Yep.
Your justification. Here's your justification. What if there's an emergency? Gets into an emergency. What if there's a bigger emergency?
Exactly.
If I am not wrong, James, did I not make that justification during Mass Effect?
Yes.
So Craig, as you and the guards don't wish to follow,
Well, I want to follow.
you wish to follow them. The guard
Yeah,
turns
we don't-
and says, "All right. I
Or
guess if you insist, we can head out early."
Someone put out that fire! You hear me shout.
So they all follow.
Oh, there's two Craigises.
What? Where did the other Craigus come from?
oh, boy.
Oh my
Who
god!
are you, imposter? There is only one Craigus too.
Okay, it's okay. God deleted him.
Well, I used to be able to hear out of my ears. Now there's just the trickling sound of blood. You shit.
Okay, Dylan, I'm going to read something off for you really quick. This is going to describe your character's interactions with everything. Snipe them from long range, small brain. Normal sized brain, poison their favorite drink. Proceed to ascend, make a giant pudding and put a bomb in it. Ascension, walk up to them slowly.
True genius is without form.
Yeah, don't let the Platonists hear you say that.
I'm sure there's at least one person everywhere who hates everything that anyone has to say.
That's
Oh,
Peter.
hey, look, there's the cat.
Hey, I resent that.
I was hoping you'd say, "Hey, I represent that."
Good times. You know, I may be able to keep playing even if I have to go get her. I won't be able to use my laptop, but if I stay in chat, I could just say my actions.
That's
Yes,
what I
you
was going
can.
to say.
Yeah, and she typically listens on her headphones anyway. The only time that I think I'd actually stop the game or mute my mic would be if we pick up.
Yes. I'm in a hang on. I'm sorry, guys. I gotta help with something really quick.
Okay.
That's
No
okay.
problem,
I'm gonna
Bob.
finish putting in some townspeople.
Oh god. Here you go. People are like, I want the backstory of how Junkrat lost his arm and leg. How the fuck do you think he did? Under a picture of Junkrat saying on an explosive. The next statement, he tried to bring his dead mom back to life.
Oh, god damn it.
Yes, Full Metal Alchemist, yes.
Yes.
May you rest in hell.
I want to go to bed. Y'all are making me lose my will to be awake.
You silly billies.
At least you choose something that keeps you alive. It could be worse for Skeletor.
Skeletor is basically evil papyrus.
Okay, that's a crossover we need.
Is everybody here? Who are we missing?
All right. I'm going mobile, so
have you
I'm
accepted-
leaving my computer on.
Have you give a quick use
Accepted our Lord and Savior,
Right back
Jesus
for a
Christ,
second.
into your heart.
As I say, have you accepted Zool, motherfucker, into your heart? I'm server muting him.
Oh,
You're unmuted, Peter.
Where was I?
No, I will.
You have no right to silence my dissertation.
I am your god.
No, you're not. You're a guy with
Harley.
uncharacteristically small bollocks who's been given too much power.
He's a pain in the arse. That's what he is.
No, that's you, Vitae.
no one will argue that.
I mean, the guards think I'm better than Kragus
Because
right now.
no, only
When the
one.
territory of this was the time of Germany's deepest humiliation,
Peter.
which is referred to again and again by Hitler.
Can I just ask you, why are you saying this?
Like,
I want
seriously,
to see how long it would take for you guys to realize what it is exactly I'm reading.
are you reading the Mein Kampf where the fuck it is?
I mean, yeah.
Please tell me you don't own a copy.
No, it's online.
Okay.
Good. But okay, now here's the second question: why are you reading it?
I want to see how long it would take you guys to recognize it.
We kind of figured as soon as you start talking about returning Germany to the motherland.
So I see someone muted Peter.
I've been muting him on and off this entire time.
Anyway,
We could get banned by Twitch.
You're frozen.
James, you have been missing the fun.
My feet have been fucking frozen. What's up?
What are you
Peter's
talking about?
reading
It's
Mein.
like 40 degrees out.
Peter's been reading Mein Kampf this entire time.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Christ.
Okay, we're all gonna pilot over the intercom. We're all gonna die. The passengers start freaking out. Pilot, all of us will one day. No one knows when. Everyone sighs with relief. But it'll probably be when we hit this mountain.
Communists and the liberal Jews soon
Just enough to be reminded of what we were listening to. What a day to be alive.
Can
You
someone?
know Hey,
Are
Nick, I have
we
an
missing
idea.
anybody?
Nick,
No,
is
because
he still muted?
we're all
Is
here
everyone still
now.
Here?
Yes, except for
Peter, we're actually playing now.
the odor of those people.
Peter,
in
stop!
Peter! All right.
I
I
will
was gonna-
server mute you again.
You should
had
move
jump
him to a
right
separate
the
room
really
and just,
offensive part too.
just bomb him.
What'd you
When the
say?
fuck
Wait,
is
wait,
my
Ben, what did you just
meatball
say?
sub gonna get
You
here?
have to jump straight to the offensive part.
It's Mein Kampf. Like 90% of it is either offensive or dull.
My God, Hitler. Ugh.
He was a terrible, terrible writer.
Ah,
The man had no authorial talent.
Anyway, moving on from discussing this subject, you finally make your way into the fuck, I gotta pull up the fucking note.
we already rolled our perception checks for this, didn't we?
For what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, now that you mention it, you did roll perception checks.
I rolled a perception
This
check
is what
on
I
this
did.
goon.
This is the one where Vitae rolled a 1.
I got a 20. No, I got a 17.
Oh, did you roll now?
No.
Oh, that was earlier.
You know, I ordered a meatball sub and it's still not here.
Okay. This really, you don't need to roll much perception, but
Aaron and I waited 2.5 fucking hours last night for a pizza.
you all walk into the town and the guard says, well, you have now made it to your destination. I believe this is where you said your ship was heading, right? The
What?
port of Tarkim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
lucky for you then. sir with the red skin, if you'll kindly follow us this way.
Understood.
Do you need us to come?
I believe that we should not need you, but if you wish to join him, you may come with it.
I'd like to, now that the guards are out of earshot, I'd like to roll a charisma check to convince the party leader to let me kill and eat the guards.
Why?
Who's the party leader again? Who do we decide?
Poster head.
All right, Dylan, make a will saving throw, and Peter, make a persuasion check.
Vitae hurries over to the guards and
Where the
asks
hell is
them.
this? Core? Is this under core?
Whoever's running Dylan's sheet, please roll the will saving check.
This would be charisma,
that would be
right?
me. Give me a second.
You're going to
Persuasion rolls
skills, and
charisma.
you're rolling. No. You
Diplomacy?
go to
Would
skills.
it be diplomacy?
Oh, skills.
It would be diplomacy.
Oh wait, yeah, that would be diplomacy. My bad.
Ow! God,
Oh,
stop
yeah.
throwing the dice so close to the microphone.
Who's
Oh,
throwing
Ben?
dice?
Then Vitae ran up to the guards and asked them, where is the dead injured captain?
I just got a 21
Oh,
on
the cap-
diplomacy.
Oh right. Actually, the thing is, we came on our way after the captain had been halfway back. They came across us on patrol. We don't know where they took the captain to, but I believe if you want to find him, he should be at the building. The building to the south. Like that, whoever's doing that, stop. He should be in the medical tent to the south.
Yeah, listen,
Um,
now's not a good time. I'm in the middle
The
of
town
a
itself,
discussion.
by the way, is made up of
I'll call you
buildings.
back
However,
later
a
tonight.
lot of the smaller ones are just simply.
Okay, wait.
tents.
What am I?
okay.
Guys, what am
I'll
I
call you
rolling?
back later tonight.
Wait, second. What am I rolling?
Bye-bye.
Is it a will?
Will saving throw.
So I got a
so-
21 on my diplomacy check.
Oh god damn!
Oh,
What did I roll?
8.
8, and Peter got 21.
So nothing we could have done could have beat it, cause god damn.
Then I
Pe-
guess I
I shall now make my case in song form.
Yep, you got a
Oh.
little performance.
I'll tell you what.
How would you like
I'll
to
tell
be
you
a
what.
big
You'll
wheel?
recognize it by the large red X, or the large red
What?
plus.
I'll tell you what. If
Okay,
you
then
don't
I'm-
perform,
Which one
if
is
you
it?
don't,
Ping it for me,
You're
please.
cutting out a lot, Dylan.
Hey, Ben, can you ping it for me?
I'll tell you what. If you
Hey,
don't
there's a
perform,
there's a red cross on the building.
Wait, where? Oh, there it is. Sorry. Alright, then Vitae, can I just go over there now?
Yeah,
Not
you can
waiting
head
for
down there if
anyone.
you wish.
Alright, I'm gonna head
I'll
over there.
I'll tell you what. If you don't perform, I have no problem with what you do. Ugh.
He
So
wants
what
to.
you're saying is all I have to do this is not convince you in song form.
Essentially.
Can you roll to
I'm-
intimidate?
Mhm.
No,
I'm
I
gonna just
Wait, hang on. Then my character, kind of out of the irritation, now that he's no longer inhibited by irritation, he's like, wait, you're going to kill them. So you mean to tell me those two men that helped us fight skeletons, you want to eat them?
well, not immediately. Like
By the way, I
want
would
to-
like to point out at this time that down the street you see two townsmen. The two of them look at your approach, and one of them looks on in horror towards the direction of the spirit, and both of them, his friend pulls him into the tavern.
All right, so now I want to point out that I don't want to eat them immediately. I want to kill them, raise one of them as a zombie,
You can
and
only
then
have
when that one
raised
stops
zombie.
being
You,
useful.
you already have a zombie, a skeleton.
Yeah, you can only have one
can
zombie.
only have one, so your argument is crap.
Yeah, but these guys helped us kill this guy, so it stands to reason they're stronger.
All right, how about this? We made it to our first town. I would very much like it if we didn't have to deal with another set of people trying to kill us. I want
Fine,
to roll.
I'll wait. All I'm
Do any of them notice Vitae already left?
Look, all I'm saying is your buddy's locked up in jail, and I can get him out. All it takes is a little
We
incy
can
wincy
find
murder.
another way besides eating the goddamn guard.
Just a
Tell you what.
wee little murder.
During this
From-
conversation, the guards escort Kragus into a large building.
Thank
All
you.
right, fine. You know what? I'll yield to whatever your guys' plan is. But
Compromise.
All right, so Matei, you've gone down to see the captain. What would you like to say to him?
How are thee, Captain?
Oh, well, I've certainly been better. Unfortunately, I've seemed to have lost entirely the ability to use my legs.
Tis sad. And then Vitae here looks at him for a second, and then suddenly looks like he has an idea, and it says, "Where art thee from?"
Where am I from?
Hmm.
Sorry, the way you speak sometimes takes a moment to gather.
Yes.
feed me.
Yeah, that's what he asked.
I come from the blessed Isle of Roman. Well, some pronounce it Roman, but that's the old-fashioned way.
All right. And speaking as a cleric of the Mistress of the Undead, what is your purpose here in the realm of the living?
Who are you speaking to?
The spirit.
Ah, yes.
Well,
Make
I'll
a,
wait for them to do that first, then.
Go ahead and make a knowledge religion check.
All right. Now we gotta find that.
Because it's the first time you've tried to talk to these things.
Knowledge.
Can you make a knowledge religion check? Do you have that one?
Yep. Bam!
You know, it's still
My
weird.
per-
No one,
Why
no
is
one's
My
still.
purpose is to leave the realm. Unfortunately, it seems that you won't let us.
I won't. I personally won't. Me or like you as in general you.
You.
Can we go into detail as to how I'm not letting you? Because I'm sure we can come to some arrangement.
Do you not see what you've done to my friend?
Your friend is the skeleton.
He has a name.
Had, but listen, how about this? See, as useful as he is to me as a soldier, the fact that he's literally all bones makes him less useful to me in other regards. So how about this? I want another undead servant, strong, and who's still got meat on his bones. You help me get one of those, and I'll commend your friend to the grave here.
Do you not understand? Everyone that you will find here is one of my people. We want to rest.
You telling me every person in this town is a zombie?
No. They're the ones who made them.
They're the ones who made the zombies.
Wait.
Okay,
Wait.
but see, the zombies were sent after us by a particularly unpleasant cleric who I'd rather not deal with at the moment. Are you telling me we just walked in to her hometown?
Oh, hey, Nick, when'd you get here?
No, no one wants to deal with her. She just came in after the fact.
I came here because I just was done seeing the
Okay.
cleric and the spirit fight. So I figured I come
My
here to...
people were unjustly laid to rest. She brought them back, and now you're doing the same.
Can I explain to Vitae why I'm in the medical tent really quick?
At this point, you notice a very hot burning in one of your pockets.
I would like to
My
apologize,
pockets
Captain,
or his
Yes,
pockets?
your
My
pockets.
pockets. Okay. Do I roll to scream and throw whatever it is out of my pocket, or do I just scream and throw whatever it is out of my pocket?
You scream and throw the gold and silver gems out of your pocket.
What the
Okay.
fuck did you have in your pocket?
I don't know.
Those
Well, then I
belong to us. You have no right to use them. You have not earned them.
Okay,
Alright,
here's a
alright.
question.
I interject.
What's in it for me if I help you lay the undead to rest? Because as far as my religious views are concerned, the more zombies, the better.
Ben, I rolled to intimidate Haka into just shutting up.
Well, okay, go
Bitch.
ahead. Let's make that intimidate check off of Percivan's character sheet. Haka, go ahead, make a will saving throw.
Already looking at it.
Right.
All right. While they do that, I'm gonna ask the captain.
Where do I do
Doth
that
the
for will saving throw? Is that defense?
Defense.
Oh shit!
All right.
Yeah,
so-
Percivan is far scarier than Venom.
Well, balls.
Haka's beak shuts tight.
All right, look, I get it. You're undead, you're upset that you've been raised, and you're sick of seeing it happen. I'm sorry for this, but it appears as though this one is a bit of an asshole. So how about this? If it comes to it, and it seems like tensions are a bit high, I turn to Haka, we will get you a flesh bag, okay? We will get
Awesome.
you one. And you, we're going to work to release your friend. As long as things go well, I will ensure that by the time you left this town, your allies' bones lay to rest once more. Even if I have to yell at him to do it.
Please do.
I would.
Those gems, they do belong to us, and they possess a power likely unlike one that you've seen. Nothing of extreme value, but something that you would very likely need on your journey. You may hold them with you, but I don't know whether they will grant you the power that you request from
Hey,
them.
pause.
yet.
Out of character. I don't remember where the hell I got the gems in the first place.
Actually, I need to message that to you.
Okay, because I didn't remember going over this. Oh, I remember. I grabbed them. Right.
Yes,
no, I do
you
remember.
did.
Those are those things that I.
Yeah,
didn't
it's those things
line
you
grab. Okay, never mind. I'm back on schedule. Back in character.
All right. Anyway,
Okay.
let's jump away from this to go over to Vitae and Zul.
Cool.
All right. When the captain says he's from an isle, Vitae looks down for a second, sees Zol come in, but then nods to him and then asks the captain, "Doth thee needeth help getting back?"
Well, I suppose so, but in the end, what I'm going to need a ship, and I don't know if I want to return to my family in this state. Perhaps it would be best if they thought I died.
None of us are with him, right?
Yeah.
Vitae and Zul are hanging out with the captain right now.
Okay.
They both just walked away and no one noticed.
Yeah, we were kind of in the midst of a spiritual conversation.
Well, Vitae looks at him and says, "Subject not thy family to yond." Which basically means don't subject your family to that.
Perhaps you're right.
Man is strong.
Well, I've lost my entire crew and my ship. I won't be able to get home without them, and without all of my, well, you know what I was bringing.
Vitae nods and says, "I shall help thee."
Thank you.
Is there a way to
Thank-
just turn down the volume on Discord in general?
I appreciate it more than you can imagine. I'll try to help you any way that I can, but I don't know how much use I'll be. I could talk to some of the townsfolk and see if there's maybe some jobs that we can pick up here and there. I'll see if I can find somewhere that I can work. I'll make my own wages. I won't force you to keep track of.
Vitae looks at him and says, "'Tis mine own fault of a did bite, for mine own will cause part of your problem."
It's all right. I understand your reasoning for it. Please, if you can find anything that would help, I would greatly appreciate it.
I shall trieth mine own hardest.
Thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, the doctors have suggested I take a lot of rest.
Vitae nods and wishes him a good rest, and then heads out the door, beckoning for Zol to follow him.
Okay.
All right.
Borzul leaves and says, I would like to say, I wish to apologize for accidentally hitting you on the head with the pommel of my blade. I was aiming for Vitae when he was trying to free the creatures.
Believe me, there is no need for an apology.
I just wish to apologize and let you know that you were not the target and that you did not deserve to be hit. And I'm sorry if I had sounded frustrated. It's just I was...
Oh, no, it's all right. Actually, thanks to the head trauma, they added on to my medical expenses this wonderful... I don't know what it is, but I breathe it and it feels amazing.
Oh, that is pleasant. I will now leave you to get your rest.
Thank you. And he lights a small... You know what he did.
Okay, out of character, I have to ask,
Let's,
is Kristen...
whatever you gotta ask, and then I want to jump over to
Oh.
Kragus.
I have to ask, is Kristen in this town, and is she selling drugs?
I don't believe so. This is a different town than the other party.
And if you want to know that story, go check out the other party.
Yeah, you want to know that? You can check the other party out.
We only know
Link in the
that...
description.
Well,
Not the current one, but later.
yeah, the current description of the Twitch chat only leads to the channels related to me.
Mhm.
Anyway, over to Kragus.
Ah, at last. What about Kragus?
Now, will you? The guard standing in front of you says, "Now, will you please explain why you threw my friend?"
It was simple. He was the closest one near me, and there was an enemy. It all worked out in the end, did it not?
You could have killed him.
But he didn't. He's still alive. All's well that ends well. Besides, I don't really care about what happens to those around me.
All right. Let me give you a little bit of advice. That isn't something people like to hear in a town like this. There aren't too many of us as it is, and we've got enough threats to worry about.
So you're suggesting I soften up?
I'm suggesting that you consider what the town may want, or what the town wants might be the end of you.
Am I there with all of them?
If you're trying to
This is just Kragus and the guards.
if you're
Okay.
trying to threaten me, it's not working. But out of respect for the others, I'll try to take your words into consideration.
I thought Kragus didn't care about us.
He's at least respected the party he's traveling with for them being able to put up a fight.
Even
And for being good projectiles.
I was gonna say, even Vitae?
Mainly Vitae for being a good projectile.
I mean, Vitae constantly bats away his hand. So
The guard
he at
sighs.
least knows Vitae is
And he
just
says,
on it
well,
now.
I suppose that's good enough.
Well-
And the other guard is clearly shaken by the as he watches your chains be unhooked, the irons be removed from your wrists.
Much better. And then roll initiative. No.
Yeah, I didn't touch it.
Okay, you know, he
please
said it.
head
What?
back to your party now.
You just said it was
I
stuffing.
hope
though.
it seems like they're the only
Of
ones
course.
who keep a handle on
I
it.
shall head
Yeah,
back
I'm
to
not
my
gonna eat it. You
party
can throw it out.
by flying to
Because
them.
you're not gonna eat it. I'm not gonna eat it.
I'm pretty sure you get a minus to fly. You gotta roll fly check.
There we go. Hi guys, I'm back.
Sorry.
Oh,
Don't order from Mario's Pizza ever again.
And the
Tell all
spirit
your
says,
friends.
the spirit says then, I will leave you pretty.
I can't
Your
hear-
pizza
I-
was 2
I-
hours and 40 minutes late. An extra 5
You
at the least
must
that shit could have done.
succeed for the sake of my people. And with that, the spirit vanishes.
Ben, I hate to say this, but can you please repeat what you just said? Because I couldn't hear you over everything on Peter's end.
yeah.
I'm going to temporarily mute Peter.
I already muted him. I'm gonna serve. Okay.
Wait, are you there, Peter?
Subs a half hour
Okay,
late.
he's server muted. Go again.
Let's have a
Stop.
conversation.
Peter, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're back to the game?
Yeah.
Okay. The spirit said, I will leave you to your task. Please, I pray that you complete it. And then he vanished.
Awesome.
May you find peace, spirit. May
And you can
find
see on the ground the the gold and silver gems, which had been melting some of the snow around them, have now cooled.
Cool.
Well, if you
I'm
want to
gonna
pick those up again, maybe
Go
roll
ahead
those.
and pick those up again and put those in my pocket. Ginger.
Zool returns to the group and asks, "What's with the gems, and where did the spirit go?"
Gems are my business, and the spirit went elsewhere, I guess. To do
A
spirit
walkie-walkie
things.
out the window.
The spirit seemed angry. How did one of us manage to piss it off, and who? And was it Vitae?
So it
The
turns
tail was
out
all the way
that
over here.
the zombies are people that he knew or some nonsense, and he doesn't like that there's undead people from his town, including this guy. I point to my skeleton.
Oh god. I have a feeling this is just gonna lead to more trouble.
I don't know. I'm feeling vaguely religiously oppressed is all.
Well, all things considered, you disrespected the dead. I disrespected you. All in all, I think it's relatively panned out.
When he says religion is Vitae then says religion is foolish anyway.
Alright, so ignoring the atheist,
I'm gonna mute myself for a minute.
turning the dead into undead isn't disrespect any more than forming clay into a vase is disrespect. It's the proper form.
It's a matter of opinion.
I
Yes,
appreciate how far into character Peter's going.
there's your opinion, and there is the opinion of the pallid princess, goddess of all that is dead and diseased. I'm sure that your opinion, though, stacks up very nicely against that of a god.
We
Totally on
are
the same level.
we are all creatures. 'Tis just a matter of who is stronger.
Okay, keep that sentiment in mind when you get to the next life. It'll be amusing.
My soul shall not make it.
What do
And
you
he
mean
doesn't-
your soul won't make it? What is
Vitae
under
doesn't
those
elaborate.
bandages?
Vitae just doesn't elaborate.
What?
R2? R2? R2! You're coming in a little fuzzy, R2.
It's part of the meal. Yep.
Alright, 1444, second level boost.
Thank you.
What the fuck?
45 minutes late.
I'll make sure it's the right sauces. Relax. All right. The card, please. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
Kinda.
Did you just get pulled over?
What? Oh no, we're at a McDonald's and some idiot opened up the emergency back door to take garbage out.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. Sorry about cutting out. What's going on? What did I miss?
The spirit begs that you complete your task, and he vanished.
Okay. So, all right. I think I have an idea on how we should move forward. Right now, I think if you wish to split up, do so. Make sure that you've got supplies and gear. Do what you will, but be respectful to the natives.
What's that? Be disrespectful? Okay.
I said respectful, Gregis. You
Why
know
am I the one getting?
I'm joking.
Why am I the one getting?
Gregis goes around
I'm
throwing.
pretty sure I'm the only man of God here.
I'm just imagining.
Anyway, I am
know,
a
it's
man
good to
of
be
God. It's just not your God.
Fair.
If I can be out of character for a moment, I'm just imagining Craigus walking around the town, throwing everyone he sees.
Ben, I have a
like
question.
Link before the sword.
La 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 la.
Wait, James, hold on. Ben, I have a question really quick. What is the day in this world right now?
Oh, the day?
Yeah.
You'll actually have to give me a moment on that. I'm not overly familiar with how the calendar works in this.
Please tell me it's either 6th Arados or 16th Arados.
Why is it your birthday?
No, 6th Arados is a holiday for my religion called the First Crusader Day.
Awesome.
I don't know. There's a bunch of festivals. The Imo Days Church has a number of other festivals, including First Crusader Day, Aramace, and
All right.
Remembrance Moon on the day
It is,
of.
hey,
Yes.
it is the 28th of Desnus.
When is my birthday in character?
You probably wrote that down.
I was
I
never
did.
even given the times in this game, so I have no fucking idea.
Yeah, today's the 28th of Desnus, which for us would be May 28th.
Okay.
But yes, there's snow. You are kind of in a tundra.
All right. Then definitely make sure that we've got things like materials to make a fire and warm clothing.
Why not? Apparently Vitae just throws sticks on the ground and fire bursts out of nowhere.
Well, we can't always rely on divine intervention.
Tis a
By the
matter
way-
of skill, sir.
By the way, I'm okay. Sure. Don't look at me and tell me that throwing a pile of sticks on the ground and a fire just happening isn't at least somewhat supernatural.
No, that's supernatural. That's not good.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if we ever encounter an angry lumberjack, just get him to drop whatever he's carrying.
Okay,
between him and
I
the
have a
half-orc
question.
here, everything just lights on
I've
fire.
been charged by some ghost to return the undead to being dead. We have a paladin with us. Couldn't he just, kill and or purify all of them? Wouldn't that work?
Actually,
Good question.
Killing them
I
to
can
free them,
allow
so
me to
that's a lot of killing to do.
I can only do it if they are evil and if they are actively trying to kill one of us. But here
Can
is
you
the
do
thing. Allow me to double check. Actually, I'm character. I'm double checking if I can or not.
Well, I mean, if their boss is the cleric that he mentioned, she kind of has it out for me. I could just, waltz into their lair.
I would first need to meet this person and check her reasoning. If she is, because
Absolute lunatic. Total religious fanatic.
what
Is this
religion?
in or out of character right now?
I
In.
Oh, him? Is it a guy? Is it a girl? I don't know anymore.
No, he's saying this is an in-character conversation.
No,
So Vitae goes off looking for the general store.
The general store. Oh, you're right next to it.
Oh, okay, then I go in.
Cool. And one moment, let me go ahead and spawn a person.
allow us to get supplies, and we will figure this out. If there is
Oh, hello.
on
You
Ben,
don't look familiar. Are you new to
before-
these parts?
Good
Ben-
day, sir.
Ben,
We have just wandered into
Ben,
town.
Tristan, can we finish this conversation first really quick so I can explain this
Yes.
really quick?
All right.
Okay, Peter. In terms of the spirit themselves, if the spirits themselves are not bound to the person raising them, the cleric, and they are just asking for you to do something with the jewels, then it's honestly in your best place to do whatever they want.
Thank you.
They didn't ask me to do anything with the jewels. They just want the undead to be laid to rest.
Okay, that would mean and because if she is forcibly raising them, and in that method, then she does count as oppressing the weak, and I can help you kill her. Or kill whoever's doing this.
Okay, what is with all the clanking and scraping near the microphone? Who's doing it?
That's Tristan, I think.
Well, that was me opening and closing doors, and also because I'm wearing a wireless headset that's around my neck, so it's slightly scraping against my collar.
Welcome to every stream with Tristan.
Please, God, make it stop.
Oh, I'm gonna jump out of call for a second to call the place that I ordered food from and complain. I'll be back.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I mean, despite the fact that this is grossly offensive to the natural order of things, yeah, just put down the undead.
We don't even need to put down the undead. If we kill her, the spirits will go to rest and they'll be free. Because the way this spirit made it sound like they don't want to do this.
Well, that's great, except she's not here, and she has an army.
We have a Kragus.
Exactly.
If I were to
Okay.
sum up our numbers correctly, we have a necromancer, a toaster, as you have appointed me, a Kragus, a paladin who is honor bound to fight to the death until the fight is done, and Can we even understand him half the time?
At worst comes to worst, we'll just throw Vitae into him and let the zombies eat him.
Or we could, in a stroke of irony, throw Kragus at her.
That would be amusing.
Throw Krakus.
I'm pretty sure none of us can lift him. Maybe,
Sorry.
as we've seen, in terms of actual physical strength, you seem to be on the fairly weaker side. I am average. Cleric, how about you? Are you strong in terms of strength? See, I know none of us are throwing Kragus.
Exactly.
So
What
now
if he just
allow
puts
us
them
to go
right
get
in?
supplies. I would like to enter the general store.
Right.
Actually, wait. Do I have to go to the general store or the blacksmith for weapons?
Good question. I would try the blacksmith. You'll probably
Actually,
find better supplies
okay.
there.
Allow me to phrase this in a quote. Where's the blacksmith?
I don't think that's a quote. I think that's a question.
No, it's actually a quote. It's associated with a YouTuber.
Very well.
No. Ben, where's the blacksmith?
Oh, you're looking for the blacksmith.
Because I do want to see if I can pick up a better sword.
Oh, welcome to the general store. What are you looking for?
Wait, Ben, what are the actual supplies being sold at said general store?
Oh, well, I mean, we have basically everything aside from your clothing and weapons. All the simple things that you need for travel. Are you new here?
Yes, we just got into town. We're looking for supplies before we head off on our way.
Oh, well, as far as items like rope, other smaller things, well, this would be the place to be. Not to pat myself on the back, but if you're looking for something like more weapons or any kind of sharpening,
Why my food hasn't gotten here?
the blacksmithery would be just south of the jail. We keep them right next to each other, just so the guards are always stocked.
Thank you. If I find out I need supplies, general supplies from your store afterwards, I will be back. I just first need to get some equipment maintained.
Oh, well, it would be a pleasure to have you.
I'm pretty sure my friend here will, if you can understand him, will be buying some supplies.
If I can understand him.
Have fun!
Wait, who?
Here's actually an interesting thing. You see, Vitae, in his haste to get on the ship, I only bought the sword and armor and nothing else.
Oh.
Hey,
Do you have a blanket?
Yeah, I stole it from the ship.
Oh yeah.
But you, no, you don't anymore. You lost the blanket. You gave it to the captain.
Did I?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'd say restart. Poor bare bones soul.
Yeah.
Right, Ben. Did I go into the right house, or did I misunderstand? Down here's the blacksmith, right?
Yes. Yes, you've walked into the right one. I don't have a pre-made blacksmith. Give me a second.
Okay, I'm just pulling up the weapons sheet and seeing what I could get in terms of improvements on my swords.
How do I delete one thing off the list without deleting everything?
You don't.
What?
Damn. Seriously? I might just have to order Papa John's, I think.
It's a sad day when a man can't get his food in a reasonable amount of time.
Yep.
Well, at least in 2018. 2,000 years ago, that was the norm.
Yes, that's exactly what we're discussing. Hello! Welcome to my shop!
Hello.
Alright.
You look over and notice the counter is much shorter than you would expect, and behind it, a very, very, well, ripped dwarf.
Oh my god, it's Torbjorn.
Hello, good blacksmith. I'm looking to see if you can make me either make or have a sword for sale that is better than my current longsword.
You're looking for a sword?
Yes, one that preferably could be used with my shield.
One moment. Let me see what I have.
No,
Out of character, real quick. Do you have any kind of
Same as Dylan.
Okay, so you're not able to one-hand any two-handed weapons.
I don't believe I can.
All right, and your current sword does what damage?
My current sword is just a normal long sword, which give me a second.
1d8 crit 1920.
I believe that is it. No, it's 1d6.
Let me see.
At least I think.
I'll be back. I gotta help people with something.
Okay.
This isn't a very big sword. You're gonna need something a little better than that. And he pulls out from behind the counter a long sword measuring about 3.5 feet long.
That I'm pretty sure that's the same sword I'm using.
And before Sephiroth's sword.
Yeah, I am currently using a long sword.
You see this?
But you need a longer sword.
Oh, that's a medium. I have a small.
Yeah, this sword's bigger than yours. Ha, you see, this sword's a little bigger than the one you've got. Are you sure you can handle it?
Okay, out of character, like saying this really quick, I have, because of my, I forget if it's racial or religion or class, I have to double check, but I have pretty much any sword. Actually, let me double check this.
You can wield any sword.
I think I can. I think it's under feats.
This is just a martial weapon longsword. You're good.
I know. I'm just double checking actually because I do want to make sure, because you were asking about this earlier with weapon familiarity. Half elf raised among elves often feel pitied and misunderstood by their longer lived kin, and yet they receive weapon training. Oh no, I gained training in elf weapons. What the fuck does that mean?
That means elven-made weapons. This is a dwarf. Now, of course, it's a bit heavy for an elf like you. Not to offend you, but
no offense taken.
let me see. I can only think of one sword I've got.
Oh wait, no,
It would be
no,
made
wait,
by an
wait. I could use that. Ben, allow me to explain real quick. I have Arendite sword training. Your family has passed down training in Arden's favored weapon, even though the god no longer answers their prayers. You are proficient with the long sword.
Hey, Jackhawk.
Oh, so you'd like to take the sword then?
Yes. As long as it is a longsword type weapon, I will gain a +1 trait bonus on attacks of opportunity with any form of longsword.
Damn.
Well, like I said, it's a little bit heavier than the one you've got, but I'm sure that you can at least I think you can handle it. Do you want to give it a lift and see how the weight suits you?
I will.
And
Okay.
you lift it up off of the table, and you can tell that just by the weight, it is near perfect balance. It seems a little bit unusual for you because it's not the way it's not like an elven sword or the way that humans would make a sword that you would expect, but it certainly feels like it would be one that you could handle in combat.
Okay.
Well, now, that'll be 15 gold pieces.
Okay, I'm trying to remember where gold is stored again. It's in equipment?
I believe it's in your equipment.
I
Yeah.
saw it a little while ago.
Oh, yeah,
Equipment.
definitely. I still have 139 gold.
Jesus.
And if you throw in a little extra, I can give you a little secret.
No, I'll give him 20 gold also I'll give him 20 gold for the secret and also for just being a generally good smith for helping me out. So I'm going down to 119 gold.
Oh, well, thank you very much. So, now, have you heard about the bit of a problem we're having in this town?
I've heard some tellings, and I've also noticed the undead on my way into town.
Yes, that would be the problem. You see, I wasn't here in the first wave. I came along board in the later, so I'm not a part of everything that happened before I showed up. So please don't think me near as bad as some of the elder folk here.
I've not
But-
gotten to know the folk here, so I do not judge them yet.
Well, if you wish not to judge, perhaps it'd be best you don't learn. But
Okay.
anyways, to make a long story short, there was a general that was very, very well renowned in these parts, but unfortunately he did not deal with the undead quite frequently. And when they started to make their appearance, he was driven out of the town, somewhere a good deal north of here. He's somewhere a good deal north of here, and I don't know exactly what happened. Many people have claimed that he's dead. Some think he went mad. Nobody knows what happened to him, but legend has it he had a sword that was. Oh, I would have loved to have been the blacksmith to craft that piece of fine work. He had an impressive armory. I don't know where he kept it, but perhaps if you can find him or some trace of him, you might be able to locate it.
If that is an interesting bit of information, and it also might help. If I do seek out the undead, that bit of information could help if I seek out to help stop said undead. I have character I would like to expand. Sorry if I sound a little bit off or I'm losing my train of thought easily. I am a little bit sick. I'm not. It's been like the others here will tell you the weather the past few days just took a dramatic shift.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's just fucking up my entire system. Okay.
And I don't want you to be too startled when you see him, but from what I've heard, he's an unusual breed. Name's General Garo. Out of character, that's Garo.
Okay. Oh, trust me.
And-
At this point, the companions I have been traveling with, I would not be surprised by anything.
But
At
the
that
stories
moment,
I've
I
heard,
decide-
I'm not sure you'd like to. I'm not sure you're quite right about that, but I wish you the best of luck.
Ben,
So,
and at that moment, my character decides to enter the blacksmith shop looking for stuff. Please tell me
Alright.
that blacksmith notices my toaster head.
Okay, move.
My
Personal-
word, a man of metal! Now there's a man I can get behind.
If he actually gets behind me, I'm going to have questions.
Oh, don't worry, Sir Percivan. This guy's pretty cool, actually.
Well, I guess I'll
He's
take a...
very devoted to his craft. It looks like.
Well, now, what can I do for you?
Well,
Though
I'm
not-
looking... I'm
Sorry,
looking
I've
for
never-
weapons. No problem. I'm not exactly accustomed to conversation much either. I was more soft-spoken in days long past. Anyway, I'm looking for a more dexterous-based weapon.
You're looking for a finer piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bit of a lightweight weapon.
Yeah,
Well,
sadly,
let me
this
see what you've got there.
well, the most proficient thing in my arsenal is the scimitar, but these short swords and other things just don't seem to be too useful for me. I need something powerful, something that I can get behind.
Well, the weapons that you've got, they're not exactly what you'd expect for some kind of lighter piece. Even the daggers you've had are surprisingly not equipped for what you speak of.
Well, I'm hoping to be more equipped than that. What was? Hang on. Can you repeat that? I cut out for a minute.
He didn't say anything yet. He was thinking.
Okay.
So while that's happening, Vita is gonna go.
Well,
ask-
if you'd like, for a good, say, maybe one, 2 gold pieces per weapon. All of these pieces you got here that aren't doing what you want them to do, I can maybe slim them down a little bit for the kind of weapon that you're aiming to get after.
Translation,
Well-
he's basically saying he can convert them from strength based to dex based. Am I
He-
correct?
Yeah, he'll convert the weapon from strength to dex based for 2 gold per.
All right, that sounds perfect. How many weapons do I have? I believe 4 in total, so
You have
You have a
five.
total of 5. You have
Yeah,
the
right.
switchblade knife, the short sword, the 2-barrel shooter, the blade boot, and the scimitar.
The ones that are going to be modified are the blade boot and the switchblade.
all right, then I'd say modify what you can. Anything you can't, I'd be willing to sell.
Well, it wouldn't be fair of me to choose the weapons that you want to keep.
All right. I want to keep the switchblade. And let's see, the blade boot.
That makes sense. You already got one sword. What's the use of having 2 if you can't wield them both?
Good
Can
point.
you wield them both?
To my knowledge, I believe I can. The only problem is the short sword's a bit too heavy for me.
Odd complaint. Never heard that one before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was built for more intellectual purposes.
Ah, well, some of us are a bit unlucky like that. Anyway,
Come on, Barney.
sword I can take off for you for. What the devil have you done to the hilt to the scabbard?
We had a run-in with some skeletons.
Speaking
No
of which, do
plastic
you
on.
have any blunt-based weapons we could pick up?
One moment. So,
Lights are on.
your sword, let's see,
Give me a minute. Give me
with the damage from it, and, well, it's gonna take me a little bit of work to do and get it back up and going. I could give you a good 4 gold for it.
All right. Sounds like a fair deal to me.
Alright, I'll go ahead and remove the sword and give you the gold.
Okay. Ooh, easy.
All right. Can I start buying from the general store?
And, okay, spent 4 gold, you got 4 gold and you spent, actually, we're gonna say 3 was the amount that he wanted you to pay for the conversion, because he just seemed way too cheap, or something like that. So overall, it was a net minus 2 gold pieces, but now you can alter the macros for your switch knife and your blade to come off your axe.
Right.
Same way.
Well, that's good.
Yep, so now those will work for you just fine. Now,
Okay, perfect.
let's jump over to one other person before we continue. So, let's jump over to someone before we go on to blacksmith. Who was it that requested my...
Vitae?
I think it was
Vitae. So, anyway, now that, what is it that you would like from me?
Okay, I'm gonna mute
Hey.
Dylan for a second. Or at least on my end.
We've got a fair deal of adventuring gear, if that's the route you're going.
I needeth
you've got
a
sword
con-
on your back.
I needeth a container and camping provision.
Hello?
What is that?
Now,
Everything just went dead silent.
All right.
What did you need, Tristan?
Tristan, what were you saying you needed?
I needeth a container and camping provisions. Basically, I need a bag and camping provisions.
Ah, right, you don't have a backpack. So
Nope.
you'll be... Well, let me see if I can find a few, we do have a few standard kits set up, but if you'd like to buy the items yourself, you can. I like to call this one the Adventurer's Kit. Good deal of fun. Let's see. Backpack, bedroll, belt pouch, a sack. There's some clothes in here in case you get wet. Some torches for all of those dungeons that I hear people like to explore, and along with some food to go and a little pouch for some water. Of course, with all of the snow, you can just lick the ground.
Tis more dehydrating that way, I hear.
I suppose so. I would ask my cousin, but he got lost in a snowstorm. Didn't come back.
Sad.
Anyway, if you'd like that kit, that would run you about 7 gold.
So wait, what was that again? That was in it?
That would be a backpack, bedroll, belt pouch, a sack, set of clothes, torches, trail rations, and a water skin. That's 10 torches and 5 days of trail rations. Of course, we do have other items that you could purchase if you'd like.
Vitae as buy it. I shall buy it, and forsooth.
Forsooth, what?
Forsooth?
You cut out after forsooth.
Wait, can I say something really? Oh, he just cut out.
Sorry, the pizza place I ordered called.
Okay.
Okay.
But no,
So,
everyone, wait,
forsooth, what?
Ben, before Tristan says this, can I recommend something to everyone really quick?
Hmm?
Replace your scabbards with this piece of equipment. It's called the combat scabbard. It's a blunt weapon.
I was actually planning on going to the blacksmith and asking it about it.
You can wait for Vitae to get there. He's got to talk to this
Yeah, I
guy.
know. I'm just saying, everyone know that that is a thing.
Alright.
So Vitae orders that, and can you also send me a list of the things that are in it? And also Vitae asks, Eek needeth a rope and medical supplies.
Let me take a look and see what we have. We do have rope. That's not
For
No.
climbing.
medical supplies. I suppose that depends on what you consider to be medical.
Bandages, herbs, the sort.
Well, I can certainly give you some bandages, but if you're looking for some real healing, you could check the. No, I don't suppose you'd want to go to our alchemist.
Why?
Well, you see, alchemy here is a little difficult with the snow and everything and the wasteland. Without regular shipments, it's uncertain whether or not there's going to actually be enough to create the potions that you need. You may have to supply him with the materials yourself.
I need only salve in the sort.
Need what?
Medical salve in the sort.
One moment.
Sorry about earlier, guys. I was trying to get into my room and the dog bolted down the hall and she tugged on the leash and it jammed into my hand and some soda just spilled on me. It was a
mess. But oh yeah, by the way, I suggest that everyone who's using any form of blade pick up the combat scabbard.
so yeah. So this way we can sheath it and use it for blunt attacks without needing to buy new ones.
Yeah,
Smart man.
it's an improvised weapon.
Yeah. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta go grab my food from the other room.
Yeah, we don't have proficiency in that, so.
Well, I have a weapon proficiency.
Well, no, actually, it's a special trait. In terms of actual weapon type, it's material.
Okay. Be back presently.
Well, unfortunately, the healer's item that you're requesting, I don't have it in the general store. But if you go down to the medical tent, if they have any spare things, then you could purchase one there.
Well,
I've
thank
got
thee
some-
for thy help. How much does the pack and the rope come to?
The pack and the rope together will come to 8 gold pieces.
Here you go, sir. And may I ask where is thine blacksmith?
Oh, if you will head south, go just past the. I believe I told you this when your friend was in here, but
Awesome.
never mind.
My mind is wandering. I am sorry.
It is all right. Just head past where the guards are staying, or where the guards are. The building where guards are. Sorry, my mind's not going very well either.
Tis the weather, I assume.
I suppose so. It's just something feels off today, and I don't know what it is. Odd. Anyway, head down past the guard station, and it should be on your right, just south of them.
All right, thank you.
No problem. Have a
How
good
much
day.
rope? You too. How much rope was it that he gave me?
A 50-foot length.
All right, I'll just add all that. I'll move my character to the blacksmith, and I'll add all that stuff in.
All right. And as far as the stuff you got, let me pull you up on Discord and send that to you. The Tay is.
I'm back.
Dark Spirits. Okay.
Where's Peter?
I'm here.
Okay, because you've been
I'm
quiet.
here. I haven't gone anywhere.
Okay, because you've just been quiet, is all.
Yep. Well, there's not really much going on.
Good point. It should be
You guys
known.
you guys are just standing out in the cold.
After I got my weapons, I went to the tavern.
And all eyes immediately set on you.
I just say quietly to myself, geez, you'd think they never saw a walking toaster before. All right. What are their glares like? Is it hostile? Is it unknown? What is it?
They just immediately notice your presence, and then some of them keep their eyes on you in a very cautious and kind of offset look. It's kind of like the anger you would expect when you would notice that somebody decided to bring a tiger into a bar, if that makes any sense at all.
So they see me as something hostile.
Yes.
They see you as the man who brought in something hostile.
Oh, I see. All right.
They don't see you as the tiger, they see you as the man holding the leash.
Okay. So I approach the bar and sit down. And I ask I get the bartender's attention.
Where did you put your character?
I didn't put him anywhere.
All right, you're still on mobile, aren't you?
Okay, I'm sitting down now, booting my computer back up while cleaning my screen.
That's okay, I'm just moving you up to where you gotta be.
Okay. So I get the barkeep's attention. Hey, barkeep, what's good here?
Well, I suppose that depends.
Okay. Is something wrong?
Kind of toaster drink.
Well,
What was that?
for one thing, I'm not sure how you expect to consume any of what I can give you when it's likely going to just roll off the smooth surface you seem to consider a face.
It's not for me. I'm looking to get some containers to take with me and my friends. They're more organic.
Well, then why don't you head over to the general store and buy a water skin? I hear that they're a lot less intimidating there. Might not be so frightening for you.
Have I done something to offend you? I'm not certain I have.
Gee, that depends. At what point does it seem hospitable to reply kindly to someone who brings the undead into a town?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Well, to be fair, it's not like I was the one who brought the undead one in. But I suppose I can understand.
Well, it's not like all the people here care much after a couple of drinks, and some of them took quite a few when they heard what happened.
Lol.
So I suggest you get out of here before they stop you.
Fair.
Yeah, fine. Don't want to cause any ruckus in a place that I don't plan to stay in for very long, especially over something I didn't even have much to do with.
When you turn around and prepare to leave, you notice that two of the townsmen are blocking the door.
Oh no.
All right, hang on. You're going to like this. I approach. I get like a reasonable distance towards them, not right in front of them, and I just here's what I say, gentlemen. In terms of what happened outside and what any of you may have saw, I have no hostile intentions towards anyone. And if I had known that this would cause a stir, I assure you, I would not have done it or allowed him to enter the town with me and my party. All I want to do is leave. All I want to do is leave you and your friends alone. This doesn't have to go any further than it already has.
Okay.
All right. Are you intimidating them then?
I suppose a minor intimidate at the end, as just my left hand, you see the blade of my switchblade pop out. Choose carefully. I roll intimidate, and I'm back at my computer, so I'll do that myself.
Okay.
Okay, pulling up my character sheet.
Oh, by the
You know,
way,
at
these guys get like an unreasonable will save for intimidation because they're just totally fucking wasted. You can see it all over them.
Yeah, in hindsight, maybe I should have gone for the Cinepin. All right, let's see here. Core skills. Okay. Where's intimidate? There it is. I rolled 17.
One of them seems like kind of shaken a little bit, but the other one laughs back at you, and his friend kind of chuckles along with, trying not to lose his courage.
Well, that's not a good sign. Or it's, the best sign.
Have they approached me?
I'm only gonna ask you once. Metal everything.
What? You cut out in the middle.
Metal everything.
Oh.
You and your flesh missing thing.
It's called a skeleton.
Shut up. You two are gonna leave, and we're gonna make sure that you do.
And how do you intend to make sure?
Like this. Roll initiative.
Oh, it's the fight. Oh, you want to know? Oh, fuck! Now I wish Kragus was nearby this.
Now you know what? If this is a 1v1, this will have been worth it. Okay, getting to initiative.
Okay, but if things go south, can Kragus come in to save the day?
If things go south, I'm pretty sure I promised Haka a flesh zombie.
If things go south, you're probably gonna hear it.
Yeah. All right. I rolled 22.
Because I want to throw something.
Let me
and a
pull up
bar
the
fight is a perfect place to throw
Man,
something.
I had to pull up the drunken rager archetype for barbarians.
This is gonna be a good day. I get to fight drunken people at a bar, and I got Szechuan sauce.
Oh, yeah, they are just totally. They are drunk.
Yeah.
All right, your initiative. Yeah, so you get the first move.
Okay. Let's see. So there's two of them?
Yes, there are two of them.
All right. So I'm at full health.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. If that's the case, for action, I want to defend with my shield, and I want to use a skill. Which skill? Where? Oh, an ability. I believe it was. Actually, hell. Oh no, wait. That only works on the first one. Can first studied target be used on more than one person? I believe it can.
Studied target?
Yeah. Oh, right. It's only the first tier. Okay. So if that's the case, I'm going to stand my ground, and I'm going to use studied target on both of them.
You're going to use studied target on both?
Yep, and since I get one movement action and one regular action, and this can be done as a movement action, I can do them both at once, I believe.
All right. So you ready yourself, and you aim at... yeah. Say again what you did.
I've used study target on both of them.
Cool. And I believe that gives you. All right. So +1 on those checks and weapon. Okay, cool.
All right, what are these knuckleheads gonna do?
So, let's see. Here are the dice. The first drunk who's going to act is the one on the left, the one who seemed a little bit tentative. He wasn't a very smart fellow. He didn't bring anything to the fight. He's going to make an unarmed strike against you.
Oh no.
Oh no!
All right, what do I roll to defend with?
Oh, hang on. First study target, you can only maintain these bonuses against one opponent.
Oh, in that case, I'll just use first studied on the guy directly in front of me and put up my shield.
All right, so your shield's up. Where did you see that you could do that with the shield? Oh, that's quite an AC right there.
Yeah, it really is.
Enjoy.
Thank you. Guys, I have food. I can eat now.
Jay,
Huzzah!
Tristan.
Hooray!
Oh, wait a second. Tristan, check Party B chat and check the most recent post. Oh no, it's general. It's general Pathfinder check. I've described you perfectly.
Okay. So what am I doing here?
What I'm wondering is, you said you readied yourself?
I suppose I just put up my shield. So I guess I first study the guy in front of me, and I'm just ready for an attack.
Do you actually have an ability that does something from that?
Looking.
Or are you just saying that? Because you actually have to have some kind of ability.
Oh, no ability. So I guess I just first study the target in front of me.
All right. You're able to hold your action, so you still have an action you can take then.
Okay.
And so he's making an unarmed strike against you. He's trying to punch you. He takes a swing at you, and he misses. And since he's trying to punch you, you get an attack of opportunity.
What was that? You faded out.
You get an attack of opportunity because he's swinging at you unarmed.
Alrighty then. I'm going to run at him, and I'm going to bash him over the head with my shield.
This doesn't say you have a shield.
You
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, I do. Buckler.
What?
If you look under my defenses, I have a buckler. It's a shield.
All right. I don't think you can attack with that.
You can't. It doesn't have any stats for an
Oh.
attack.
I think it would just be a improvised weapon then.
Yeah, that would do. Okay, so that's an improvised weapon. You don't get any kind of bonus off on your roll. So just roll for a melee. Would that be melee or alt melee?
I'd say alt melee.
No, it's melee. Alt melee is a weapon finesse. That's basic.
Alright,
And that's
roll
a
in
shield,
melee.
it's not.
13.
All right, he takes a swing at you, and you immediately strike back with your shield, and you pop him in the nose. So, damage for that would be a 1d4. All right. So you give him a little bop on the you give him a little whack on the nose with the shield.
Alright. There's not many Pathfinder campaigns where someone tries to hit a toaster and it hits back.
Okay, Mid. Yeah, having your head as a toaster is going to be great for comedy.
Considering I'm the most intimidating thing in our party, and we have a giant red Hulk. All right.
All right.
So after that strike, you said I still have an action,
and that was non-lethal damage.
right? but I still have an
You
action,
still,
right?
you still have a normal action left, and the other drunk still has to go.
Okay. Can I turn to the other drunk and roll an intimidate check?
Yes, if you want to.
All right, because I want to try and keep these guys off of me.
You want to try to intimidate him again?
Yeah. If I can roll a 20,
He's
make him just run out of the place screaming.
This is the last chance you get. And
All right.
you have disadvantage because you tried already, so you gotta roll it twice.
Okay.
Roll again.
Rolling again. 16. I shout at him, consider this a warning. Do not come at me again, or you'll be on the floor earlier than you would in a bar.
And he kind of backs off a little bit, and he's not going to make any He doesn't leave combat, but he's not going to make any attacks at all.
All right.
So
all I
it
gotta
goes
do
back to
is-
top of round, and it's your turn again. So you decide
Right.
what you do.
So all I gotta do is get the guy in front of me out of the way.
That's the guy that you were intimidating.
Oh.
The guy in the yellow is the one you punched in the nose, that you hit in the nose.
Oh, okay. Are they both in front? So if I get past
At
one
this
of
point, you hear the bartender yell, "Hey! If you're gonna do that, take it outside."
Okay.
I turn to the bartender. I turn to the bartender and I say, "Gladly, if these gentlemen would let me leave."
One of the one that you didn't just intimidate says, "All right, fine. Seems like I owe you one." And he steps out of the bar and waits for you.
Okay. As I walk past the other guy, I say, "You know, it really makes me wonder what I'd be like drunk." And then I walk over to the other guy.
And he's gonna follow you out of the bar.
Oh,
Yep.
all right. So
All right.
now that they're outside, would I be able to notice?
Oh yeah, you notice that they're down the street, and one of them has like a little blood trickling down his nose.
All right. Can Kragus just immediately kneel him over there? Because the sight of blood is enough to get him pumped up.
Hang on. I turn to Zuldart and Kragus, and I say, "Don't worry about these guys. I'll show them what happens when you mess with me. I don't plan to kill them."
No, this is just entertaining to watch because it's just a toaster beating up a bunch of people.
Oh, fine. Let us see how he handles himself. But know this, the moment he starts losing badly, I will step in and throw that motherfucker at the other motherfucker.
Another drunken townsman follows him outside.
Yeah!
What? What?
One of the drunks caught wind of what was happening and decided to go with him.
Fun.
You know, I'm waiting for someone just to shout to burn the town. I'm waiting for it.
Oh no.
Let's not, shall we?
Oh Jesus, this guy's a little. All right.
Is he a drunken martial artist?
No, he's not a drunken martial artist, but he does get to go second in combat.
All right. Where's the initiative counter, by the way?
I hadn't made one. I can put one on if you like, if you prefer.
Either or.
He's okay. All right. Sure. Let me delete all these.
I'll make a yield check later. Right now, I'm vomiting spiders.
That's a lot of damage.
You know what we need to fix this damage?
Flex Seal. Please tell me someone's made Phil Swift as a Pathfinder character and his weapon is just an endless roll of flex tape.
No, but someone's made better. There, okay, as a marketing promotion,
All right, Percival.
there was a special class called the Gentleman class. It specializes at stealing women from their men and making men feel inadequate if they don't use Old Spice.
Anyway, here's my actions. I'm gonna do non-lethal damage to both of them using. All right, let's see. I still have my scimitar, right?
Yeah, you do.
And okay, I'm gonna put it in the combat sheath, and I'm going to strike.
You don't have one.
Oh.
You left before you bought one.
No,
Oh.
none of us bought one because you got into a bar fight.
Well,
Oh.
shit.
I literally shouted, You forgot the combat scabbard.
Yes, well, I was a bit busy trying to make sure you guys got drunk, but I can see how dangerous getting drunk is now.
Oh no!
Anyway. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to. Nah, screw it. They've probably dealt with worse. You said that my weapons have been outfitted so that now they
They're dex.
now I don't get the negative ones.
Yeah, they're all dex weapons now.
Okay. In that case, wait. Why are there still negative counters on them?
Because you didn't change them.
Okay, I'll change them then.
Wait. It's just change the damage ability to dex.
All right. Well, while you're doing that.
There you go. Did it.
Okay, thank you. All right. I'm going to strike the one to my west with my blade boot, and I'm going to strike the one to my north with my switchblade knife. I'm going for limbs here.
I actually gotta check your feats to see if you can make multiple attacks.
Well, I can. Oh, right.
Yeah,
Not
you,
until
Whoa.
later, man.
I just had a bit of a dark thought.
I'm listening.
What if I were to use one of my cantrips? I forget the one that sets flammable things on. What if I use it on one of the drunk's clothing?
Or just on the drunk. They're filled with alcohol.
Oh yes! Oh, that is so tempting.
So okay, before
so hang on,
anyone
you're going
does
to use your
this-
blade boot on the one to your to your left.
To my left, yeah.
Okay, make an attack roll.
All right.
Before they even do this, I head out just so I don't have to see him light them on fire.
Okay, let's see here. Blade boot, go! Oh,
All right, you swing your blade boot up and stab directly into his stomach. He staggers backward with blood pouring out of his with some blood pouring out of him. The other two drunks just turn towards you and yell, "Yo, what the fuck?"
I turn to them and say, sorry. I turn to them and say, well, I'm pretty sure you guys are used to this kind of stuff.
And then I'll back up a little and be like, "No, you fucking lunatic! What's wrong with you?"
3 men left a bar drunk and cornered me on a street. Did you honestly think I wasn't going to do something?
What did he do?
He stabbed them with a blade boot. They were trying to get into a normal bar fight with their fists, and he stabbed them.
I zoned out and I got back to everyone screaming. I'm like, the fuck?
and no, he just said, "Hello there, Zool. You just missed this one."
No.
You just missed this one."
Zool's not here. That was out of character. I was just going to recap.
Oh,
Zool-
no, everyone.
Zool made sure he left before any of the shit went down because he's kind of tired of dealing with shit. He's gonna go get the combat scabbard.
You know, at that point, I think Kragus just left out a small laugh at that sight. He's just, ha! What a bunch of weaklings.
The guards pour out of the guardhouse, and they'll turn towards you when they see the bloody drunk near you, and the one who this one right here who had been like, you know, the one who escorted Kragus earlier.
Kragus just sees them and he goes, "Oh, not again."
He looks at you and says, "What do you think you're doing?"
Who,
I
me?
turn and respond. They meant to hurt me. They're drunk and they tried to corner me on the street. It's called self-defense.
They weren't trying to kill you. Lower your weapon.
Very well. Is there a way to sheathe my blade boot?
Yeah, it goes back in your boot.
You just kick your heels and it clicks back in.
Click your heels.
How about that? You guys.
And
Alright.
Percivan, within himself, he hears something that he cannot place that that says to him, "They're the ones that we want."
Cool. Percivan's eyes go wide, even though you can't see them, and for a split second he tenses, and then he releases his fist. Tell you what, I'm a pretty good medic. If you get me supplies, I'll heal him up.
Kill them all.
Yep.
Can I set them on fire?
This is just a Persephone.
Right. We don't need to get violent here.
They did this to us.
Cool.
I speak internally. I guess using my thoughts is a way to communicate with this thing.
Yeah,
You-
fair.
Everyone. Do you mean everyone in this town? The drunks, the guards? What do you mean?
They killed our families. All of them.
Fun times.
What are you? Speak to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go hardcore. He's a ghost.
Not answer. I mean, as a cleric, I think that you'd be able to use some kind, like if you want to look through your stuff and see if you have any way to check, like, and see if you can hear this shit.
Me? Okay. I thought he was speaking directly into the other guy's mind.
He's speaking directly into Persephone's mind, but if you can detect that there is some kind of magic going on there.
What skill, what knowledge would be most useful for talking to this spirit?
It would be a knowledge religion check.
All right, I do a knowledge religion check to see if I can identify just what this is. Whoa.
Okay, I think he knows.
Yeah, you can talk to it.
All right. What are you?
We are the ones who own this town, not them. These are our homes.
Oh. I would like to say something out of character to Ben really quick.
Yes.
While you're doing this, I got all the numbers together for the combat scabbard and took the gold out of my inventory. It's 1 gold.
All right, sure, go for it.
I already did all that and it's already in.
Thank you for your business.
Now
Yeah.
what's going on outside?
Don't ask. Something. Bar fight.
Ooh, if I wasn't working, I'd be over there.
I'm pretty sure someone pulled a boot blade.
Oh, something tells me my job security just got a little bit more shaky. He
right.
remembers he worked on that.
If they ask, you didn't do anything.
You don't
Alright.
have to tell me that.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I'd like to say, I'd just point out that I'm the lawful good character. I just told him to lie to the cops.
I feel like in some way it works.
I like this dwarf. I'm not gonna have him get in trouble.
Anyway,
So at this,
I'm trying to find. What sort of an ability would you say this would be?
to detect, I believe as a cleric you might have access to detect magic.
Would that be under skill, spell?
I'm gonna.
One sec. It seems. Okay, 0 level cleric spells. Detect magic. Detect spells and magic items within 60 feet. So you just you can just straight you are supposed to prepare these things ahead of time, and we'll make sure that you get that before. But since you haven't casted any spells yet, we can say detect magic is your spell.
All right. So
So are you
Here's
going
what-
to do that, Peter? Peter,
Yes. Sorry. What?
are you going to do that?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find where the damn thing is. Is it skills?
No. This is the reason prepared casters are confusing through a system like this. You have access to
Sorry.
any cleric spell. You have to prepare them at the beginning of the day. Because we didn't go
Oh.
over that, I will assume that you have chosen that one. We're likely going to go this route very often.
Yeah.
It's
Screw
easier.
it. Yeah. Let's do that.
You want to detect magic?
Yep.
It's a lot of not. It's a couple of those ghosts, like the one that you saw earlier.
Great. So
It's
we
mainly
just
him.
we just in haunted. I don't like being undead central.
What?
Basically.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I turn to the drunks and the guards. I basically address all of them, and I say the following: Look, for some reason, there's a problem with undead in this town. So, if someone would tell me what's going on, what happened, and fill me in so I have some context, that would be much appreciated.
No.
They all shift nervously. And the guard says to you, look, all we know is we are being attacked. We don't know why, but your friend brought one of them here. And
No.
and we are not going to let it leave. And
Let
they
it.
turn
Awesome.
to face They turn to face Haka and his skeleton.
So I don't get to keep my skeleton. Is what I'm getting out of this.
I turn to Haka and say, listen to me very carefully. We will get you what you wanted, but if you want to avoid something very bad, just get rid of the skelly.
Peter,
Yeah. Okay. So how do I release this thing?
release it.
Like
Um,
undo the undead.
I actually have to check and see if there is an immediate answer, or it might be you have to bash the thing in the face. But
Because I
let me
can do
double check
either
first.
option.
Actually, under your character sheet, it has the information on how the spell works. So let me pull your sheet up.
Okay.
At this point, I'd say if you can dispel it, do so. If not, I don't know, take its weapons away, bind it, and let them release some of their anger on it.
A corpse companion. You can dismiss your companion as a standard action, destroying it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Fine. The hell with it.
All right. With the wave of your hand, the skeleton crumbles to the ground. You see another spirit softly lift up from it, and as it fades away, you hear, "Thank you."
Great. So now what do we do?
What are the guards and the drunks' reactions?
The drunks are now trying to tend to their friend who's been bleeding for the last for like maybe 30 seconds now, and
Right.
they don't know what they're doing. They're pouring alcohol on it. They're wrapping their shirts around them.
Okay.
It's kind of funny to watch.
I turn to the drunks or at least I turn to the guards and ask, where's the nearest medical store? I can heal.
The drunks are kind of like wide-eyed, staring at Peter.
Yo.
Hey, you looking for the medical tent, Percival? Oh no, it's Percival. Toaster, it's over back here by the blacksmith, behind.
All right. I turn to the drunks. All right. I'll help your friend. Just come with me.
All right. The two that aren't hurt stay there. The other one very tentatively, the one that's been injured very tentatively rises and begins to follow you.
All right.
Hey, out of character. How late are we planning to run this thing tonight?
This is probably going to be towards the end of the session. We're probably stopping very soon.
Cool.
All right.
I wanted
Okay.
this to be a little bit more narrative and location establishing as opposed to the combat. we've had the last
Good
few
job with
sessions.
that this time, honestly.
Little combat's good, but I want to make sure that we get some of that flavor in there.
Yep.
All right.
Chicken tastes a bit better when you
Um,
put some garlic on.
Oh wait, I have a question. Okay, wait.
you're into that.
Well, Percival does that. I need to talk to James really quick. Out of character.
Yes.
I need you to throw Zool.
Oh.
No. Okay, before anyone questions me why I'm asking him to throw Zool, we had to get this tradition going. Every stream, he needs to throw one person.
Okay.
Okay.
At least find a reason for it.
Yes, here's my reason. Zool wants to see if Kragus can throw him.
God damn it.
Fuck it. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, Persephone, are you leading this guy to the medical tent?
Yes, as soon as possible.
Okay. Away to the medical tent you go. You walk in, and the captain's laying there. He's totally passed out, and there's smoke, like just there's like a nice haze over the tent. The nurses and doctors seem a little bit gigglier than you would expect.
Oddly humorous, considering what just transpired outside.
They're all stoned.
No, they're secondhand stoned. It's not a.
Gentlemen, how can they be stoned? They're both alive, and I see no rocks laying around here.
Fuck you. All right, you want to try to throw Zool?
Yes.
All right, make a strength check.
All right.
Uncontested.
I hope to God, because I haven't done anything in this session.
So I'm giving you a 2-shot here. Well, I haven't either.
You're far more impactful during combat, I will say.
Exactly.
Or
I'm as stiff as a cardboard outside of combat.
oh no, wait until we meet a dragon. You're
Yeah, BK's just been in the blacksmith, hanging out with his blacksmith chat, looking around at his wares.
Fuck yeah!
22, yes.
Just
Yeah,
him.
you throw Zool a good 15 feet.
Zool the entire time is screaming, "Fuck yeah!"
Zool, dexterity saving throw.
Oh wait, frick. Defense. Actually, would that be Fort, Ref, or Will?
It would be dex. Wait.
There is no dex.
That'd be reflex. Sorry, reflex.
Yeah, reflex.
I make the
Woo!
I'm saying this now. I petition for if it's
He
done
sticks the
successfully
landing.
enough times.
Nice. No. What if Zool and Kragus just do a performance in the middle of town, and then Zool just and he sticks the landing. The guards come out and they hold up signs. 10.
I mean, the drunks see it and they kind of nod in approval. One of them claps.
And he sticks it.
As I walk by both of them, I'm just like, guys, come on, fix the mood. And they both nod at each other. But I'm petitioning right now. If Kragus and Zool can pull off that move enough times, can we make it into like a combo attack?
Yes.
The way that I've considered the throwing attack is anytime that you throw someone, it enables a reckless attack, which is an attack in D&D normally limited to barbarians, where you get to make an attack with advantage.
But if it's only Zool and Kragus, we could name it the Kragus dart.
Yeah, Adam.
If it's Zool and Kragus specifically, I will come up with a special thing for it.
Adam's been arguing to count it as improvised weapon.
Actually, instead of counting it as improvised weapon, I think what I'm going to do is the bonus to the damage is going to be the strength modifier off of Kragus's roll. So, like, if Kragus rolls a 20, that's going to be like a +4 or +5 to the damage, and the damage itself will be a D10 for the fact that Zool is a body, and Zool himself will probably take 1d6 impact damage. So
Okay.
there's a little bit of recoil on Zool's part, but Zool's a tough guy.
So while they do that, I'm gonna try and heal this drunk. Rolling healing.
Oh, I got a message from Adam. I don't think he approves. Was that from Adam? Oh no, that was you.
Wait, me?
Me. I rolled a healing check.
No, there was it was Steve sending memes.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say, you just noticed that. I've been doing that for a good while.
You always do that. All right, so you're gonna help out with the healing.
Yep, I rolled a 15.
All right, you're healing him up a bit, and he's kind of laying there. Hey, I'm sorry. I tried to punch you, and I mean, like, you made me bleed, like, a lot.
Yeah, sorry about that. Not exactly accustomed to the unspoken rules of bar fights. I assure you, if that ever happens again, just fists. And,
I mean, you kicks are okay, just like not the nuts.
yeah.
We get drunk because, I mean, we're not trying to kill the kids when we're getting drunk. So
Yeah.
Try not to kill the kids when you fight drunk.
Right. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Just
Can you get drunk? What the
I-
fuck are you?
He's a
according to
living toaster.
according to Kragus, I am a living toaster.
Yes.
But
What's a toaster?
What is it? Can I set a toaster on fire?
Apparently.
One eternity later.
What the hell is with the storeroom?
all right.
He fell asleep.
James fell asleep again.
Oh.
All right.
No, I didn't.
The
All right,
drunkard fell asleep.
Ben, there's
Fell asleep.
Ben, the guy behind me, or at least to my left. He's a doctor, right?
That's the captain. He's passed out. Hi.
Okay. I'm gonna roll another.
Do you want to talk to them?
Hang on. How healed up is the drunk?
The drunk. I mean, he's gonna have to sleep it off, but he's patched up. The doctor's helping.
All right.
They appreciate your assistance. They gave you a nice pat on your chrome back.
All right. So after he falls asleep, I'm just like, well, I suppose that's one way to deal with a hangover. I turn to the captain. I turn to the captain before I go, and I actually stop for a minute and I look at him, and I just ask, "Why were you guys transporting those animals?" The captain's asleep, isn't he?
Yes,
God,
I
it
told you he
sounds like
passed out high.
Oh, no.
We said this that the entire room is everyone
said-
is fucking stoned.
Yeah. At about 7:30 during this session is when the captain decided to smoke the peace pipe and go to sleep.
Now go the
All right.
fuck to sleep.
All right. Hang on. Where do I? Just a sec. Before I leave, I want to go to my equipment and check something. What's the currency rate here?
1 gold piece equals 10 silver pieces, and 1 silver piece equals 10 copper pieces.
All right. I want to put 4 silver pieces in a small satchel and just put it next to the drunk as a sort of peace offering.
Well, that'll buy him a couple cheap drinks or one nice one. So good on you.
All right. So 4 silver out of my pocket, down to 2. I sort of pat him on the shoulder and I'm just like, rest well. Thank you for educating me in the ways of bar fights. And I
outside of DM, like out of game, Peter and Dylan.
Mhm.
Or actually, Peter mostly.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you chose to dispel the skeleton because I was about 10 seconds away from having you do a charisma check to try and resist the undead archer freeing himself long enough to shoot a guard.
Oh dear.
You would have had a bigger fight on your hands if you hadn't done that.
Fun.
I would have laughed. And
Don't worry, Peter. You'll get to summon other stuff.
I know.
We will get you a flesh bag.
Yada, yada, yada.
All right.
Hey, you can have the Tay.
No, that doesn't work on me. Although you don't know that yet.
I think we just learned it.
Well, you don't know that in character.
Noted. All right. So is that it?
I mean, if you read the character backstory, you'd understand.
We actually, I don't think we can read it.
No, I
They
wrote.
can't. They cannot read it.
I wrote.
So that way you can choose when you reveal stuff for them. I can read it.
Well, I wrote the origin, but I haven't written about the character in himself yet. I have to get to that still. I haven't written his personality. I just wrote how he was made and stuff.
Okay, cool.
All right. So is that it, or what are we doing?
Well, can I quickly talk to the blacksmith before we end?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna want to do that too and get a combat sheath.
If you guys all want to get combat sheaths, I pulled those up. Let me see where.
I've already got the stats on my.
Oh, you got them up. Okay.
Well, I go to
It
the
is-
blacksmith.
It costs 1 gold. It has 1 pound of weight. It's small. It is 1d4. Medium. It's 1d6.
So you guys are probably all gonna have 1d6 for it.
Yeah, the
It is
critical
a
Alright.
blunt weapon.
The critical
Got-
is ×2. It's a blunt, and it is a melee.
All right, put
It
it
is
in chat
considered
so we
an
don't.
improvised weapon.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah, I can send that to the chat.
I'm just say you got it, Ben.
Yep.
Alright. So I'm gonna go up to the blacksmith, take my armor and my sword and sheath, and I put it on the counter and I say, "Good day, Sir Blacksmith."
Good day to you too.
Holy fuck, he understands them.
Yep.
I
May
mean, it's also the most normal thing Vitae has ever said.
True, true.
Hmm. Mm. May I asketh thee to repaireth these?
Repair. What are you offering?
I put my sword, sheath, and armor on the counter.
Oh, well, no problem. It looks like the sheath itself will be taking up most of the work. This won't cost more than a gold piece.
Aye. May you can thee also reinforce thine sheath? For I plan to use it more in combat against foes I do not wish to kill, which is many.
Well, I do have combat scabbards, and most of them are of good size. I'm personally a big fan. I don't like to have to switch to an inferior weapon that I don't like when I want to beat something down.
I only need this sword. 'Tis the partner that shall accompany me for all my journey.
Okay,
So that mean you'll be buying the combat scabbard?
Yes, and also, if possible, can you take a look? Sir, can you please take a look at my blade, and see if any issues, or if it's possible for upkeep, for 'tis my partner.
You thought you were asking about upgrades?
Yeah.
Well, I've always been curious about dabbling in such things, and I've done a little bit of work into it. I don't know that I have something for your blade specifically, since it does take a little bit of work to get accustomed to, but I'm sure that I can figure something out for you.
Thank you.
I'll let you know as soon as I have any more information. Let me just make a few notes on the blade. And then he inspects your sword, measures it, writes down information, taps on it with his finger, checks it all over to see so he knows what he's looking for when he's running through stuff.
Yeah.
Combat scabbard will run you an extra gold piece. So overall, for the maintenance and the scabbard, that'll be 2 gold pieces.
Thank thee. And he hands it over. Basically, I think because Vitae bought this equipment, and he's basically set his heart on this equipment is what's gonna help him on his journey. So he's holding it in an important place, and he doesn't want to get rid of it anytime soon. So he's just going to keep trying to upgrade and repairing and making it better.
Okay, we can absolutely work out like upgrade systems and stuff if you guys like the idea of doing it that way.
Yeah.
we might have to because I'm looking at the damage and rolls. A lot of them are not spectacular.
I think it's more long.
They're not spectacular, but it's also early in the game, and I'll probably work out some stuff for like. You'll probably have to make you guys pay a little bit more for repairs.
Yeah.
Normally, instead of repairing a weapon and upgrading one, you just buy a new one. So I'll figure out how you numerically how that's gonna work out well.
Yeah, Vitae, it's more like one of his past lives. It was like a blacksmith and other faiths was like, and in the end, he's come to the conclusion that a blade is your partner and you're in life, and so you gotta treat it with care and never abandon it, and it will never abandon you in return.
Aw, isn't that cute?
It's like a dog.
Does anybody have anything else they'd like to take care of before we wrap up the session today?
One
Not
final.
really. I'm good.
Because
No,
I think now
I
you-
kind of lost track where everyone went in the town. Did we ever get like rooms at an inn or anything?
No.
No, I was
actually
gonna.
didn't.
Okay, no, we have a choice. Either rooms at inn or we just have Vitae try to start another miracle fire in the center of town.
No, Vitae's thinking of going out into the forest and camping. He's not gonna pay for an inn.
All right. Here's my idea.
Okay, wait. Tristan, that is bullshit of an argument because among us, you have the most gold because you didn't buy anything when this all started.
No, I didn't have that much gold to start. I only have 40 gold.
Wait, how do you only have 40 and I have over
He only
100?
started with 50.
How did I get 100?
Well,
Different
'cause-
class.
yeah, my class didn't start off with a lot of money in my equipment.
Peter's rich as fuck.
Yeah, I also came from hell. I got only a bit of money before buying equipment and getting on the boat, so I only got on the boat with like 50 gold.
He had money, and then he
You should have
passed through
gone
the
to
ring
the
of
layer
greed.
full of greed people. Could have stolen a lot.
Entering the ring of greed made all of his money dissolve.
Yeah.
All right,
All right.
so is there anything anybody else wants to do before we wrap today?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I turn to the blacksmith and I show him the buckler that I have, and here's what I do. All right, so I've got this shield. Do you have any form of combat shield, something I could use in a fight for blunt damage? And if could we make this into one of those?
Oh,
A
boy.
shield is a combat shield if you use it right.
Everything is a weapon if you're smart enough or dumb enough, alternately.
Exactly. Just look at Kragus.
The half-orc uses people as weapons. I'm pretty sure we can figure something out.
See, you heard the fools down in town calling out the right stuff.
Alrighty then. In that case, do you have a combat sheath for this scimitar?
Interesting design, but I believe I can patch one up for you in no time at all. That'll cost you 1 gold piece.
All right, sounds fair to me.
And all the stats are in the Discord chat. Maybe.
It's under general.
It's a scabbard with a sharp blade on one edge, but because it's like a scabbard still, it's blunt.
Right. Wait, hang on. Like before the blacksmith like readies everything up, I stop him and I say, "Hey, I don't have much gold on me, but is there any way you could reinforce that combat scabbard? Maybe beef it up a little bit, give it a bit of bite in the ass?"
Say that again.
I don't have much gold on me, but before you put that combat scabbard together, is there any way you could beef it up a little more? You know, give it a little more bite in the ass?
Well,
I'll be straightforward with you. I have 3 gold to my name right now. Wait a second. Where did I? Oh wait, yeah, never mind. I forgot about the sales and all that. Go on.
like I said to your friend here, as far as upgrading things goes, I haven't done that too much yet. I don't want to bollocks up a scabbard I just handed to you, but
Just fair enough.
whatever upgrades you and your group are asking for, if it's gonna help take care of the undead problem that we're having, just let me know and I'll take a look into what I can do and get back to you on anything I can upgrade. Or
I am not proficient
Right
in
there.
improvised weapons.
Fair enough. Probably for the best anyway. I don't have much money to offer you. I'll just take the combat scabbard and be on my way.
Very well. Oh yeah, that's the. I'm glad that Tristan said that. If you're not proficient with an improvised weapon, it's going to be a -4 on your attack rolls. So it's not going to be like any of your normal bonuses. So it's still going to be tough to fight the skeleton with it.
Right.
But if that's the way you guys want to go with it, you certainly can take it. And I believe there's a way that you guys can gain proficiency with weapons. I'll check in with Adam on more details and stuff like that. Whoever knows how to calculate that. Because I guarantee I can find some way for you guys to train that and learn how to use weapons better.
Where are the stats for the combat sheath? I'm not seeing it in general chat.
Go to the Pathfinder chat and go to Party B. All right.
Where's Party B? I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Kragus,
Yes.
before we end for the day, is there anything you'd like to do?
No. I am perfectly fine.
You sure you don't want to go fight the drunks?
I shout to Kragus as he eyes the bar. No! I just healed one.
I am content.
Are the drunks in like a tavern or anything?
Yes.
Yeah, the tavern is in the northwest corner of the town.
I'll be right back.
I already threw Zool dart. I am content. We may go.
Thank God.
That's east, Peter. Northwest corner.
Wait, is this an app? Is Roll20 an app?
So I'm interested in knowing
There's
who's in charge here.
The bartender looks up from the back. That would be me. Now, can you please leave? I've already had to deal with plenty of drunks afraid that you're going to bring all kinds of whatever those are back.
Tell you what, I'm actually here to help get rid of those. But more importantly, I'd like to buy a bottle of your finest wine, and I'll pay double if you can throw in a piece of meat that is actually starting to decay.
What?
It's for religious purposes, and quite frankly, I found myself drastically out of supplies. I'm somewhat in the middle of nowhere, if you'll pardon my saying so.
All right. First of all, out of character, Peter, are your intentions actually to get rid of the undead?
I mean, my intention is to get this ghost off my ass, and if that means laying everybody to rest at least once, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I wanted to make sure I didn't have to ask you to roll a deception check.
My intention is to get rid of this particular set of undead.
Well, I don't know that you can afford the finest wine.
Actually, what do I have? I might
Toaster,
actually
intimidate.
Our finest runs for 50 gold pieces.
Yeah, I'm trying to find how much gold I have on me.
Equipment.
Yeah, I'm
Some costly ass wine.
pulling it up. Equipment.
The meat, 2 gold pieces, and you'll be eating that out back.
I have. Where the hell is it listed? Where's currency listed? Oh, here it is. I have 53 gold pieces.
Well, he just asked for 50 gold pieces for the finest bottle of wine and 2 gold pieces for the meat that you have to eat.
What's your second finest wine cost? Oh, wait a minute. I have wine. You know what? I'll just buy the meat.
Fine then. 2 gold pieces.
Bam. All right, so I just subtracted 2 from my inventory.
Yes, and you have to eat it behind the bar instead of walking out of his bar with rotting meat. He doesn't want
Well,
that
I'll
reputation.
walk out behind his bar, and then I'm gonna. Where are we all hanging out? Where are we staying somewhere for the night?
We're near the blacksmith's place presently.
Do we have
But-
somewhere we're planning to stay for the night?
I mean, somebody not carrying a heap of rotting meat should probably do that.
I'll just go ahead and put that in my pocket.
No,
on the inside of my big ass coat then.
You all are new to the area, aren't you?
Yes, we actually just rolled in from the coast. And I mean,
Well-
literally, we rolled off of a boat.
Oh, so you've just rolled up then. All right.
This one came out of a box. We came out of a boat. The other one came out from the bushes.
Hi.
Most toasters come out of boxes.
I don't need to know all your coming out stories. So,
I'm pretty sure Vitae's coming out of a
if you all
closet.
head due east from here, there's 2 buildings right next door to me. Both of them are rather nice inns. You can probably stay there pretty good. I believe they charge about 1 silver piece a night.
Sounds
per
right.
person, mind you.
Sounds perfect. We split the cost 5 ways. We're all 1 silver piece less.
Awesome.
No, you said 1 silver piece per person.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we all give 1 silver piece, and we all get a nice bed to stay in.
Yep,
Works
so,
for me, and that is.
There's this building here, and this building here. So sort out who's living with who.
Does Krakus need a roommate?
Craig and Vitae are in the same room.
Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, fuck it.
Vitae plans on camping out in the forest.
Honestly, as long as they're religiously tolerant, I'm willing to room with anybody.
Then I suppose me.
Awesome.
So am I. Although I don't really care. I don't really. It's not that I don't believe in gods and everything. It's more like I don't pray
So
to
am I
anyone.
hearing these two here, you and you here, and Vitae Woods? Is that right?
Yes.
Seems like it, yeah.
Also, Peter, that would be an extra silver piece for your horse to stay in the stables. They're just south of you.
Okay, move my horse. I'll deal with the thing.
Yeah,
We should-
the stables are fairly big. They kind of need
Yeah.
it. They kind of need pack animals up here.
We should probably delete Haka's skeleton since he don't exist anymore.
I can leave that. That one I'm going to edit into whatever it is that you end up summoning later.
Gotcha.
Ben-
God.
Ben, is there an issue with my character sheet? Because every time I try to add the combat sheet, the web page needs to be recovered.
That might be an issue with your connection.
All right. I guess I'll do that once more people disconnect.
Equipment.
I'm gonna go ahead and label all this stuff since you guys know what all of it is now, and it'll be easier for us later.
So what I'm gonna go ahead and do. Hang on.
Oh, one thing. When Haka and I get into the room, I turn to him and I ask quickly, "You said you had a dream?" And no, wait. Did you share with us what your dream was?
I
He
didn't mention
he
a
didn't share
damn
it with
thing.
anyone, so you
Alright.
don't know anything about it.
All right. Then I guess, not knowing anything, I turn to him and say, "Well, things could have gone very sideways today. I'm at least thankful that we made it out of it with a warm bed and the people not completely hate."
Exactly. Yeah, that is a good thing. That is a good thing. And I have everything that I'll need to perform an obedience to my mistress tomorrow. So I'm gonna be getting up a little early for that.
All right. Well,
I can't
You're in a-
believe that he didn't question that statement.
yeah, I'm getting to that. I was about to ask, your mistress, who are like, you're obviously not referring to it as someone who is not your wife.
Oh no, my apologies.
Hey Ben.
The Pallid Princess, Urgathoa,
Who
the
goes there?
mistress of the undead.
One sec, guys. Someone addressed me.
Yeah, Ben. I rolled survival to camp in the woods. I rolled an @1.
So you're dead. So you're fucking dead. The wolves are eating your carcass.
He walks
As-
up,
as-
down, trips on a rock, and falls unconscious.
Actually, though, 1 second, I gotta come up with some numbers and roll a D100 and figure out what the fuck just happened to him.
Yeah, I thought I was tempted to just let it
Better hope I
slide.
roll something pretty
Oh,
high.
Jesus Christ.
Don't worry. It's my fault. I take blame.
No, let a dragon appear and eat him.
All of the wood is wet. You cannot start a fire.
Oh.
You
So
got
this-
lucky. I rolled a 51. Everything below a 50 was going to hurt.
Oh, come on, no. I need to win my money.
Do you have an
Alright.
actual cash bet going on him dying first?
I don't know.
I
just-
sincerely doubt he's going to die by walking out of town.
You beat
Just make a Patreon campaign for your channel that for people to bet on who's gonna die first.
and the
God
only
damn it.
option is Tristan. It's like, oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
place these bets. Why is there only one person? Because he will die.
Yeah, I already took my armor off.
And with
I
that,
have-
I will leave all of you to finish your small talk and take your respite.
Okay, so okay,
I think my
Ben,
character's not in town
everyone-
anymore.
For all
everyone,
intents and purposes, from the DM's point of view, the game has ended.
Peter, stop
So you
typing.
guys can finish chatting as your characters as much as you need to.
Okay, well,
And I'm going to exit the call and
No,
get to my
don't.
work, and you can
Don't.
all exit.
I need to talk to you about this also. This is
Who?
to everyone. At the
What?
very end, when we end this entire thing, if Tristan is still Vitae, we all group up and we kill Vitae.
I mean, I don't think that's gonna work very well when Vitae is has tireless rage with tons of spells flinging out from him.
What
If all
is-
you fucks
So,
get to level
so-
20, no,
so
if all you
wait,
fucks
are we,
get to
uh,
level 20, you're gonna get forced into a battle royale.
Are we?
Yes!